What's up, Steve? I'm trying to get something going on with the lens right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know if it's a glare. No, it's still there. What's up, Jerry? Try to. Nope, still gonna be there. Yeah, it'll be alright. It ain't that bad. Whew. I have a little crack on my lens, or a little deep scratch, and I think that's what's causing it. That daggone Smith Med. What's up, Lassie? So, after I get the rest of the shipments out this week, next week, I'm going on vacation. We're going to the beach. I don't know if I'm going to have an auction that weekend or not. We will see. What's up, Spud? I think with the way prices are out there in the world, it's expensive to do anything, and I think a lot of people are buying bottles kind of on the back burner right now. But no, that's a Baltimore. That's a Baltimore Ponald Med. And it's a tough one. It's a rare one, too. Oh, yeah. Especially the ones where you buy right from Shop's Grove and sell it that night. I had to. Like people just ain't got the money right now. I mean, a lot of the stuff I have here, like I told you guys, I've in the past. It still didn't go through, Jerry. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I don't know why that's not going through, Jerry. I'm gonna have to look at it again because it's something. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting something in wrong. I don't know. I'm sending it. I'll try to do it again. I'll send another one. As soon as I get off here tonight, I'll send you one. But yeah, like I said, back to the whole people just ain't got the money to buy bottles right now, and I mean, heck, the bottle market is it's good. It's good, as in like your Heckler's auctions and your higher priced bottles, but when it comes to these, like just like local businesses are struggling right now. People ain't spending a bunch of money on it unless it's some of your collectors with more money than they know what to do with. But yeah, I mean, we haven't really been digging. Uh, it's really hot, and like I've said before, we've pounded this area to the point where permissions aren't coming as quick as they were. We're going to be actually not really traveling, so to speak, but working our way on the end of the outskirts and digging some of the old towns that are, within an hour of us or so. And we actually have 2 or 3 in our sights that we'd really like to get into, and a lot of them are West Virginia towns, so there's gonna be really good stuff come out. It's just getting up there and doing it. It's probably gonna be one of those things where if we got to drive an hour is not far, but if we got to drive an hour and with no permissions before we get there, then we're gonna have to go up there and get a hotel or stay somewhere for a weekend at least, just to rack the permissions up so we can go up and dig. Oh yeah, there's some nice bottles at Shook's Grove. It's fun. Some of your stuff you can get real cheap. So we gotta find something that we can waffle, because the jug, all the spots are full. All the spots are full on the jug over here, and it's actually going tonight. It's going off tonight. Let me see. We still have the Baltimore Med. Yeah. So, well, I did have a pen. Now I don't. I'll be right back. All right. While we're waiting for some more people to get on, let's go ahead and do the waffle for the harvest jug. I'm gonna go get the spinner. I'll be back. Let's do it. Here we go. This is for the harvest jug. There it is. Turn the main light on here so we can see. All right, so we have all 20 spots filled. This is already done on that side. And we're right here. All right, let's do it. $12. Number 12. That was Spud. Spud got them both. There it is. Number 12, Spud. Spud gets both the jugs. Daggone. That's a lucky dude. Although between him and John, they had, I think, 75% of the spots taken. Oh, iced tea tastes real good right now. Congratulations, Spud. Daggone winning machine. Says it's rigged. Spud might be hacking. All right, let's do a lag check and get rolling. Hey, I mean, you buy the spots, you get to win. Spud had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He had 9 spots out of 20. Spud had 9 spots out of 20. I mean, that's what you look. You got to pay to play. All right. So what we have left, I'm gonna have to be finding a new waffle, and I want to do the Redware jug, the Southern Redware jug, but it's gonna be expensive. It's a really rare piece for Redware pottery, and although the handle, even though I was getting ready to attach it on there and repair it myself, I'm hesitant still. Got the stuff to do it. Done different ones before, and I'm still hesitant. I'll actually go up and get it though, and let you guys have another look at it. there it is. I got my Nike slides on. It's about, I don't know. It's definitely, to me it looks more than a gallon, but it doesn't look 2 gallon. But that right there, I actually was told to message, what is it? Crockery Farm or Crock or whatever it is. And they're like one of the lead crock auction houses in the world, really. And I actually got an email back from the guy saying that he thinks it's Tennessee. And that even with the damage to the handle, it's $1,000 piece. So I don't know. I mean, the only thing is, chances on it would be probably like $50 a piece. We'll start one with it. And if it doesn't, because I can't start one and then not. Here's the handle. It just detached itself. I mean, it's like such a clean. It's so clean. I mean, it would be such an easy repair. That's all you use. When somebody repairs something like that, that's all they use is some kind of adhesive. And that's it. It's that simple. Something like this cannot be refired. You cannot refire pottery. All you're going to do is break it. Yeah, it's an epoxy. And you can actually make your epoxy the same color. And basically, when people repair stuff with the epoxy, and you take a piece of pottery like this to get it repaired by somebody professional, all they're doing is matching the color. You can do the epoxy part yourself. It's just they're good at matching the color. Someone that works at Sherwin-Williams, could match the color. It's not rocket science, but I mean, so like I said, even as it stands right now, it's $1,000 piece. If I ran it in a waffle and I did $50 a spot, it could take forever to fill up. That's my only concern with it. Epoxy's strong. It definitely. I bet JB Weld would probably work too. Get JB Weld to a certain color. I'm gonna leave that in the background. The only thing with that is I gotta ship it there. I gotta pay fees when it sells. It's just like, by the time, you know what I mean, I'd be better off just trying to sell it to somebody. But I haven't even taken the time to really put it out there. You know, a lot of the stuff that I dig and find, it goes on videos, but other than that, I don't really post the bottle forms too much anymore. However, we do still have the J. Irwin Smith and Company. Pownell Baltimore Med. There are still spots open on it. I'm surprised it's lasted as long as it has. It's a beautiful bottle. 1850s. And it's getting to, let me see, there aren't many spots on it, I don't think. Then again, I could be wrong. There might actually be a few. All right, here's what we have on it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12 spots left on the Pownell Med, and it's only $10 a spot. And we have spots 1, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 19, and 20. And I can tell you guys that, like I said, I had the other one on here with a different lip style. And soon as I got off the auction, I had somebody message me and buy it off of me. If I didn't have this one running on a Waffle, it'd have been sold to him too. What ones do you want, Wendy? 6 and 12? Yep, they're both open. This is like a $250 to $300 Pownell Med. And even if you want it and didn't want it, you could sell it in a heartbeat. $10 a slot, Wendy. And number 1, alrighty. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots. 9 spots left on the Baltimore Pownell Med. Give you another look at it. Yep. Baltimore, Maryland. And J. Irwin Smith and Company. Real nice wonky top on it. Applied. And the open Pownell, which is very sharp. Check that thing out. That is a nice tubular Pownell. And gotcha. Beautiful bottle. All right. Let's get rolling. Okay, let's get a lag check here. Everybody send them lags. So, Jerry, I don't normally, Arnie, I don't normally sell Crocks or even Waffle Crocks on the auction. Spud, Wendy, But I have the collection that I ran into actually had some salt glaze jars and different stuff, and they're doing no good with me because I don't have anywhere to put them. So I'm gonna run them. I mean, any Crock, one thing I will say, any Crock, Lassie, any Crock that is bought is gonna be in a separate box, so your shipping's gonna be a little more, because I can't risk putting a Crock in with bottles. All right. Bottle number 1. All right, so this is it's got a little bit of crust in it. Muriatic acid would eat that right out. Try to get a good. This is a Tarrant and Company, druggists out of New York. It is an 1870s bottle. See the base, nice smooth base. This was a crawl space find. We actually found a few of them under there. I think I've ran one before, but they all had that thick film in them that you can't get out. Has a little lip chip, little flakes there, but definitely 1870s. Has a nice little, like, not a slug plate, but a panel almost for the embossing. You can tell how early it is. There it is. It's got a glow. Mm-hmm. We're going to do a $3 start. 1870s druggist out of New York. $3 start. Put it on the tin. Pull it. Alright, here's some interesting flasks. These all came out of the same pit. And for any bottle diggers out there, I know you're used to digging warranted flasks, but these are different. Check this thing out. Aqua, smooth base. I think they're a little earlier. And it just says warranted full pint. And usually a warranted flask, it's bowed across the shoulder. And you don't dig them in aqua near as often. Nice looking flask. I'm gonna do a $3 start. Everybody on the warranted. I just sold a Fenner bottle recently. Here's a Privy Dug one. Dr. M.M. Fenner's People's Remedy. Out of Fredonia, New York. It says USA 1872 to 1898. Dr. M.M. Fenner's. I just sold the backache cures there a couple auctions ago. This would go well with them. We're going to do a $4 start on the Fenner. Pause at 5, starting the clock. Need 6 or more. Dr. M.M. Fenner. What's up, Steve? What's up, Poofy? Spud's at 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 6. Spud at 6 on the Fenner. Fenner. All right. I tried to run this the other night and had no bids on it. And these jars, like I said, Oyster jars are very highly collectible. They're, for some reason, they're like milk bottles for me, but they remind me of milk bottles in a way for some odd reason. But very highly collectible. Here's one. It says packed by W.M. Heisers, Baltimore, Maryland. Heisers Oysters. Contents 1 pint. Probably from the teens. Nice Baltimore Oyster bottle. Oh, it's a jar. We're gonna do a $12 start on this. $12 start on the Oyster jar. From the teens. What's up, Tina? $12 start. It's not ground lip, but it probably should be. It probably had something similar to a milk closure on it, I would imagine. Nobody on the Oyster jar? That thing is mint too. Paul, it is machine made, but like I said, it's from like the 19 teens. I'd say around 1915. Alright, here's two I put up last auction. Another two that got passed on, but look at those things. Two different variations of the Larkin. Larkin Company Buffalo on the left, Larkin Soap Company Buffalo. Probably both had the same product in them. A little different age. I'd say one's probably like 5 years older than the other, maybe. Both of them glow. Date around 1905, I'd say, somewhere around in there. Still $4 start. Pair of Larkins. Two different variations. Wendy's at 4, starting the clock. Need 5 or more. Oh yeah, and then we had the Larkin Company Buffalo Med style as well. We'll throw in there with them. Three different Larkin bottles. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Wendy at 4. Wendy at 4. Alright, next. was asking for bitters last time. This is the only one I got. These Lashes bitters. Lashes bitters, New York, Chicago, San Francisco. No damage. Let's do a $4 start. $4 start. Nobody on the Lashes. Got a Hainer. We have one of the almost like mug base Hainer bottles. Dug a few of these. This is the says the Hainer Distilling Company, Dayton, St. Louis, Atlanta, St. Paul distillers. No damage. Blown in mold. This is not the machine made one. Hainer Distilling. Let's do an $8 start on the Hainer. $8 start. Steve says 10, starting the clock. Steve, I got 3 whiskey cylinders I'm sending to you. They're small. They're for free. They're small, and they're an odd size. They all came out. They all come out of the same. They were like stacked on top of one another, and I've never seen this size before. I'd say they probably date 1880s ish, but I think they all might be around the same color, but they're interesting. You check them out when you get them and tell me what you think. They're gonna need tumbled on lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Steve at 10 on the Hainer. Ugh. Hainers are cool bottles and they're fun to dig. They're definitely fun to dig. Well, they're not quite samples, but they're an odd size. They're small. You'll see when you get them. You're gonna be like, what? They're not a fifth. I don't know what they look like 16 ounce maybe. It's a weird size. They're weird, but they're definitely whiskey bottles, and they're definitely American made. All right. Let's do blob out of West Virginia. No, West Virginia blob. Here we have a Parkersburg Brewing Company out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. Nice blob top. It's the base. Has a little bit of dirt inside. You can clean that right out. Parkersburg Brewing Company out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. I'm gonna do a $10 start. All right, Urban. Yeah, we'll do that. Pause at 10, starting the clock. Need 11 or more. Remember, guys, these West Virginia bottles are hot. They are hot right now. Why? I don't know. But people love that West Virginia stuff. They love it. Crazy prices getting paid for West Virginia stuff. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Paul at 10. It's a nice pickup, Paul. Nice West Virginia blob. Next, this is, let me try to find something to go with it. Here we go. So, every now and then we dig cut glass stuff and pressed glass, and some of the pressed and cut glass stuff we dig is pretty cool, and we take it home instead of throwing it back in the pit, because this stuff, it's old. I mean, and it's super fancy, and the fact that they were able to do this stuff back then is pretty impressive. But check these out. These actually come out of 2 separate holes and have very similar designs on them. And the cap does not come off of this one. They're both ground lip for sure. They both have like a ground panel on them, as you can see. And this one actually still has the lid. See the ground lip on there. Well, if I can get it on there. Really cool looking. This one's definitely like a salt shaker. This one was probably a salt shaker too. But really cool looking pressed glass, I would imagine. Probably 1890s, somewhere around in there. Well, I'd imagine they both glow like crazy. Oh yeah. With the lights off, these things glow like wild. But we do a $5 start. $5 start for the pair of pressed glass shakers. Normally, these things didn't do well in the ground. There's been holes we pulled them out of and they just fall apart in your hands. $5 start, pair of pressed glass shakers. Everybody wants bottles. They're like, heck with them shakers, we want bottles. All right, here we go. Here's an old one. Check out this. Nice, super early. Has the William McCauley Glass Company mark out of Pittsburgh on the base. 1860s, 1870s bottle. Applied lip. Real crude. Nice Pittsburgh glass house bottle. Look how crude it is. Look at the wing bubbles inside it. Nice decent sized med too. Do a $5 start. $5 start on the Pittsburgh Glass House marked 1860s, 1870s med. It is slick, but it's got a ton of character. And it's old. Real old. Spud's at 5, starting the clock, needs 6 or more. What's up, Gene? Leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 5. Spud at 5. All right. All right, I tried to run this once before and never had any bites on it. I'm kind of surprised because you don't see these in aqua very often. This is a ringneck dandy. And it's an aqua. And it's earlier than the ones I normally see. Come out of an earlier pit. Aqua ringneck dandy. They're normally amber or clear 90% of the time. We're gonna do a $5 start. Aqua ringneck dandy. The only aqua one I've ever dug. And this is another bottle that I've dug. Probably over 1,000 of them. And like I said, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, they're going to be clear or amber. Spud's at 5, starting the clock. Yeah, tattoo. I've never seen. This is the only one I've ever seen in aqua that I've ever dug. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Paul at 6. Oh, he got you that time, Spud. Alright. Put this back up. You never know. Someone might be watching that's interested in it. Here we go. The B. Bick and Company mineral water out of Cincy. Iron panel. Ridiculous looking squat soda. Look at the fancy hobnail on the shoulder. Sided. And a deep aqua. Almost a cornflower. Don't get much better than that. B. Bick out of Cincy. Gonna do a $300 start. Also comes in cobalt, and I think the cobalt one's like almost $1,000 soda, if not $1,000 soda. Emerald green stout bottle. What bottle are you talking about? You talking about this porter over here on the right, or that ale? That's just an amber Pittsburgh ale. Well, Pittsburgh glass. It's peened out. It was actually most likely going to be a Louisville ale, but they peened it out. And you can actually see where the embossing went. It's a pretty cool bottle. It is not pawned. This is pawned, but the ale is not. I'll go ahead and run it. I forgot that it was even sitting there. What's up, Bobby? All right, here we go. Check it out. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see it. See where the embossing was peened off? You can almost see it. An S. No, it's not an S. It's just a circle. You can see where the embossing went, and they peened it out for whatever reason. Most likely a Louisville. It was going to be a Louisville ale bottle. but it's definitely, in my opinion, a Pittsburgh glass. It does have a couple pry spots on the lip, but it's nothing crazy. A tumble would smooth it right out. 1870s, peened out. We're gonna say the way it looks, the shape, and the way the embossing is definitely a type of Louisville ale. Nice looking ale bottle. I do a $15 start, 1870s. Pittsburgh glass. Probably at one time was a Louisville ale bottle until they peened it out. But cool bottle. It is amber. It's kind of hard to see, but it is amber. Nice 1870s ale. Go ahead and pull it. And let's put this Pittsburgh bottle back up. This is a cool bottle. This came out of a collection, and once again, I don't know anything about it, but it's cool for a whiskey bottle. It almost looks like it should be in olive oil, but it ain't. It says Pure Whiskey, George H. Bennett and Brothers out of Pittsburgh, PA. Check that whiskey out. That is a cool looking bottle. It has a couple flakes on the lip, but they're just tiny. Barely noticeable. Pure Whiskey, George H. Bennett and Brothers out of Pittsburgh, PA. Gonna do a $15 start on this one. Definitely an odd looking whiskey. $15 start. Sherry's at 15, starting the clock. Needs 16 or more. Sherry, I got a lot of PA stuff. A lot. What's up, Cindy? On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Sherry at 15. Nice. That's a cool bottle. That is a cool one. All right. So, I can't do it. I can't run it. It's got a little lip chip. Oh, a little lip crack. Nope, can't do it. Not running it. I don't like it. Alright, I don't know how many local people we have in here tonight, but I'm gonna throw up a pretty scarce flask. Here we have a O.M. Haynes and Company out of Cumberland, Maryland. O.M. Haynes and Company, Cumberland, Maryland. Nice privy dug, blown in mold. 1905, 1910, oval whiskey flask. This is a good one. They normally sell for around $100. I'm gonna start it out at 50. $50 start. O.M. Haynes and Company out of Cumberland, Maryland. Nice, tough to find whiskey flask. Nobody on the Haynes? Go ahead and pull it. Let's see. Ah, here's the old. I put this back and forgot I even had it. The old Jason M. DePeach and Company out of St. Louis, Missouri. Gravitational stopper. $25 start. $25 start on the Jason M. DePeach and Company out of St. Louis. I want to say these are like 1880s into 1890s. Nice St. Louis soda bottle. $25 start. Yeah, it's a nice little bubble in there, isn't it? Nice looking bottle. Nobody on the DePeach. Pull it. I'm gonna try to run this jug one more time, and let me tell you guys, this is the lowest I'm gonna be able to run it. I'm surprised nobody's picked it up because I'm already running it low. This is the compliments of the Hirsch Brothers and Company. It says manufacturers of cider vinegar, Louisville, Kentucky. Nice stenciled jug. mini jug. All it has is two little tiny glaze flakes. That's it. Nice mini jug. We do a $20 start. $20 start on the stenciled mini jug. Probably never find one of those for $20. Arnie's at 20, starting the clock. Need 21 or more. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Arnie at 20. Arnie at 20. That's a good deal, Arnie. Alright, here's an interesting one. So, we went creek walking the other day and dug a privy. And it's actually the first privy we've dug in a couple weeks, I think. But the creek walk unearthed a bottle that I've never dug before. And the shape of it, I honestly thought it was going to be machine made when I saw it in the water. I thought it was a saint. What are they called? No. I thought it was a little Bo Peep's ammonia. And you can see why by the shape of it. But I actually think it's a bottle from the late 1880s, early 1890s. It is blown in mold, and it is a Ashen Bock and Miller out of Philadelphia. Smooth base. There's the lip. I can feel a couple of rough spots right there, just from it being in the water. They're almost tumbled out of them from the water, or the pea gravel in the river. Ashen Bock and Miller out of Philly. Strange looking bottle. This is the first time I've ever dug one. Pretty interesting shape to it. I'm not 100% sure what it even was. But like I said, blown in mold. I thought it was going to be a new bottle, and it surprised me. We're gonna do an $8 start. And that's taking a shot in the dark. I don't know anything about it. Never dug one before. $8 start. Ashen Bock and Miller out of Philly. Strange shaped bottle. Pause at 8, starting the clock. Need 9 or more. You need 9 or more on the Ashenbach and Miller. Nice creek walk find. What's up, Deej? Nice creek walk find. It was a really sparse creek. And it's weird because it runs right through a really old town. Yeah, it is shaped like a cod liver. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Captain Dunzel at 12. Came out of nowhere on that one. All right. All right, here we go. I said that I wasn't going to sell this bottle, but I'm going to break down and sell it because it's sitting here. I'm a big fan of it because I told you before, because of the pawpaw trees. Really cool bottle. Munyon's pawpaw. A nice pawpaw tree on it. Pawpaw embossed on this side. Munyons embossed on that side. Almost bitter shaped. And it's got a tree on it. There's the base. Let's say it's 1890s. Beautiful bottle. Who's old 72? Is that John? Oh, it's Tony? What's up, Tony? So here we go. We got the Munyon's Pawpaw. Really cool bottle. This is my first time ever getting my hands on one. I don't know if it's because we don't have them over here. We dug one broke out of a Privian. That was it. And I knew what it was because of the tree. We're gonna do a $15 start on this one. $15 start on the Munyon's Pawpaw with the pawpaw tree. Really cool looking bottle. Very, very bitters-like in shape. I'd say it was some kind of tonic. We got Cindy at 15 starting us out. Need 16 or more. Spud's at 18. Need 19. Steve's at 20. Need 21. And I've yet to find a pawpaw tree, guys. You know, but I'd really like to eat one, but for some reason, even though they're supposed to be everywhere in the Appalachian Mountains, I can't find one. So that's where I'm at. Steve's at 24. Need 25. The pawpaws, yeah, they're supposed to be really, really good. Cindy's at 25, need 26. On lag. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 27. Spud at 27. It's a nice bottle. any bottle with a tree on it. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but like your pine tree cordials and all that stuff, they're my favorite bottles. I don't know if anybody's seen Digger Dave's recent video where they dug that pine tree in that scarce Ponald hair bottle, but let me tell you, that's some nice stuff. That's a good pit. Even though a couple bottles come out, that's a cracking pit right there. I'd rather dig a pit like that with 4 bottles in it than a pit full of 100 turn of the century bottles any day of the week. Yeah, Tony. Here, I'm just going to run the clock real quick for Tony or anybody else that wants to do it. Do it. Shout me out. Lag check, Tony. I just got you there. You send another one if you want. Cindy. Tony. Paul. Steve. No problem, man. Wendy. Cindy. Paul. All right. I did tell you guys that I was going to be running Crocs. I do want to do that. But, daggone it. Hold on just a second, guys. I don't know if Sherry's still in here, but if you are, don't go nowhere because I have a soda bottle that's a rare one from the outskirts of Pittsburgh. Give me 1 second. All right, Sherry, I'm sending my dad up there to get it. I actually offered it to Copper Poppers, James, whenever I first got a hold of it, and he actually has one. There aren't many known. It's a rare soda bottle. He passed on it just because he has one already, but I'll go ahead and run it. Ain't doing no good in my collection. I don't think I brought it down here. Then again, I could have it sitting here somewhere. Take a look real quick. No, but in the meantime, we're gonna run this, and here's another tough bottle. Anything from Texas soda wise is normally gonna be a good bottle. Here we have a Grosbeck Bottling Works out of Grosbeck, Texas. Check that soda out. I don't get my hands on stuff from Texas hardly ever. But I'm going to go ahead and run this. We're going to do a $20 start on the Texas soda. $20 start. Nice 19 teens, maybe early 20s. Grosbeck. out of Texas. Paul's at 20, starting the clock. Need 21 or more. I probably should have did research on this, because some of that stuff from down south, like Texas, Alabama, some of your soda bottles from down there are just ridiculous. Big money. It was like cherry colas from down that way selling for like $300-400. Crazy. Yeah, cold cuts for sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Paul at 20. Paul at 20. Oh, Bobby was gonna be in on that. You need to do a lag check, Bobby. You're almost right there. You almost had it. You're a couple seconds out. All right, so after the Texas soda, we're gonna run another tough one. This one's out of PA. Here we have a Beaver Valley Bottling Works out of Beaver Falls, PA. If you are not familiar with where Beaver Falls is located right outside of Pittsburgh. Beaver Falls had one of the biggest porcelain sign manufacturing companies on the East Coast, if not the biggest. Beaver Falls porcelain sign manufacturers. If you dig license plates, different porcelain signs, a lot of them are going to be marked with Beaver Falls porcelain, enamel, blah 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 factory. There's actually a reject dump from that company that I know where it is. I've never been there to dig it. I was told about it. I do plan on going and checking it out one day, because who knows what you can find in there. All kinds of porcelain signs and license plates. But yeah, nice scarce Beaver Valley Bottling Works out of Beaver Falls. We're gonna do a $15 start. $15 start on the Beaver Falls soda. Sherry's at 15, starting the clock. Needs 16 or more. Needs 16 or more. On lag. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Sherry at 15. Sherry at 15. Nice, Sherry. Nice soda bottle. Heck, James has been digging dumps this age for a good while, right? Right in that area. And he said that he's only ever been able to come across, I think he said he only has one. He said he had one or two of them, but he said it's a really, really good bottle. All right. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put up another local here. I know I got some local soda collectors watching. Usually I get hit up after the auction when I run them, but here we have an Oakland Bottling Works out of Oakland, Maryland. It is blown in mold. Nice small town that also had something to do with the Civil War. I think that stands for Old Dominion Glass Works on the bottom. Oakland Bottling Works out of Oakland, Maryland. It is purple. I'm talking, you guys can tell how purple that thing is. Nice sun-colored amethyst. This is not done by somebody. This is something that was sitting in the river and turned it purple. Beautiful looking bottle. Super crude, and this thing is in excellent condition. We do a $30 start. $30 start on the Oakland Bottling Works out of Oakland, Maryland, in a really deep SCA. This is another fairly tough soda bottle. Bobby's at 30, starting the clock. Need 31 or more. We've been up around Oakland a good bit recently. We've been finding these, but they're all damaged. It was one of them towns where they like to knock the top off of them. They either knock the top off of them or knock the bottom out of them. And the hutches have been damaged too that we're finding. So they purposely broke their bottles for sure. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Bobby at 30. Nice one, Bobby. I know you like that Oakland stuff. All right. We're going to put this back up. So I did do a little bit of research on this bottle, and this company did make other bottles. However, this one in particular is pretty scarce. It's almost like a mineral water style. I'd say that it's only about 16 ounce. 12, somewhere between 12 and 16 ounces. It's a decent sized bottle. And it was a Nervine, so this would have been like, you guys see your, what is that called? Something Nervine. Any kind of Nervine bottle was some kind of beverage. It was like, I think a lot of them were like a tonic. But this is a Dunn and Roebuck Beverages out of New York. Nice bottle. Show you the lip here. Nice age on it. I'd say somewhere around 1880s. And it is mint. It was like attic mint. We're gonna do a $15 start. $15 start on the Dunn and Roebuck beverages out of New York. Nice bottle. Harder to find variation. It actually doesn't. There's no, that I could find, there's no relation to the Roebuck that was in it with Sears. Clock started. I want to say, when did Sears and Roebuck start? Like probably in the 1870s, 1880s. Because I know Sears and Roebuck is an old company. It's been around for a long, long time. 1879. Heck, they used to sell cars and stuff, didn't they? You could order houses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Cindy Murphy at 15. Nice pickup, Cindy. It's a nice bottle. Gee whiz, that's crazy. Anything you could possibly want or need. Makes sense. All right. Here we have, I'm gonna go ahead and run this again. We got more people in here tonight. We might have some jar people. Here we have a Pittsburgh made. Nice Pittsburgh glass house jar. The S. McKee and Company out of Pittsburgh. A little bit of green in the base there. And this thing is attic mint. A beautiful half-gallon wax sealer. Bubbles all through it. Nice teardrop bubble. No damage to this thing. It is mint. Beautiful jar. Let's see if I can get it all in here. There it is. Big half-gallon Pittsburgh blown. Probably these 1870s, 1880s drippy lip wax sealer. With that glass house on the bottom, it's definitely an 1870s jar. I'm pretty sure S. McKee was out of business in 1878, 1879, somewhere around in there, so it never quite made it into the 1880s. We're going to do a $25 start on this jar. $25 start on a nice Pittsburgh blown half-gallon wax sealer. $25 start. S. McKee and Company wax sealer. It's a nice jar. Cindy's at 25, starting the clock. Need 26 or more. can't quit picking up that daggone blade. Something about it, it just, you just want to hold it. I don't know. If it's sitting in front of me, I'm sitting here playing with the daggone edge of the blade, and I just need to leave it alone. I need to put it in a daggone frame. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Cindy at 25. Nice buy on that. All right. You guys like that blade? That thing is sick, isn't it? I had the light turned off right now, but there she is. Big monster blade. We do plan on going back there and seeing what else we can find, because everybody that around here locally that I've showed it to is like, have you went back, sifted it? Like, no, not yet. All right, I'll go ahead and try to run this scarce blob again. There's another one that nobody hit on, and this is a tough pony. It's a Fred York out of Somersworth, New Hampshire. This was privy dug. Why this is all the way down here, I have no clue. And this, I want to say somebody told me it's a soda bottle, not a beer, so not a pony. I guess a pony soda, you could call it. Way shorter than your average blob. I'll pull a regular size blob up for comparison. There's a regular size blob beside it. It is shorter, real skinny, and real nice embossing on it. And it's scarce. A lot of your soda bottles that are this, your like pony blobs or whatever from New Hampshire, are pretty hard to find, especially Hutchison's. I don't think there's very many of them out there. But could be ginger ale. We're gonna do a $15 start on it. Nice 1890s turn of the century Baltimore Loop blob out of New Hampshire. Why something from New Hampshire's here in a privy? I don't know. Beats me. Had to have been the train. $15 start. Pause at 15. Starting the clock needs 16 or more. Flag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Paul at 15. Nice buy on that, Paul. I like it. Oh, yeah. New Hampshire soda bottles, I know for a fact, are very New Hampshire Hutch. I think there's only a couple. Maine, that's another one. Any of those states up that way, for some reason, you just don't dig Hutches. So your Hutches and your blobs from them areas that are sodas, or that's your good stuff. There you go. Just run a little pumpkin seed. Cork still in it. Actually, a decent sized pumpkin seed. This is probably a pint, maybe. Yeah, I'd say probably a pint. Still has remnants of the whiskey in it. This was a crawl space find. Super crude. Cork still in it. And like I said, being in a crawl space, 100% remnants of the whiskey that was in it, in my opinion. Has an A with a circle around it. It is blown in mold, of course. Super crude. Stretch marks. Nice looking pumpkin seed. I know, oh, and it's wonky. It sits crooked. Nice looking bot. Look how wonky it is. I never even noticed that. But, we're going to do a $5 start on the super crude and wonky pumpkin seed. It just looks like it's leaning to the right real hard. Well, I guess it would be its left. We got 5 starting the clock, 6, need 7. Oh no, Gene, you want to clean that whiskey out of there? Steve's at 8, need 9. It's so wonky. That's crazy. It's like bowing down on that side. Gene's at 10, need 11. Them warranteds, I tried to run one earlier, but those warranteds that we dug out of this one privy are strange. They're the first of their kind that I've dug. I mean, I know a lot of flask collectors and warranted flask collectors that I haven't seen them have one. Dunzel's at 12. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Tony at 18. Tony at 18. Gene wanted to tumble that thing so bad. He was like, gosh, just let me tumble it. Let me tumble it thing. Oh, these are cool. Find something to run with it. Alright, here's how we're going to do. Heck, we might as well run them together. Alright, so we're doing it. We're going to do a little lot. Here we dig these every now and then out of 1870s pits. Nice cathedral colognes. Sometimes they have glassmaker mark on the bottom, sometimes they don't. This one don't. But nice early cologne bottle. Nice cathedral windows. Real nice and fancy. We're gonna run that guy. We're just gonna run it by itself. We're gonna do, I don't know, let's do a $5 start. '70s cathedral cologne. Glowing like crazy. Nobody on the cathedral cologne? Go ahead and pull it. Daggone, like 10 people, like 13 people just dropped out of the auction out of nowhere. I don't know what just happened. That was weird. Here's a West Virginia bottle. I'll run it, but we'll see what happens. Here we go. I know Bobby's gonna know. He's probably gonna know where this is. A lot of people in here ain't even gonna know where this is because the town's so small. Here we have a Thomas Drugs out of Thomas, West Virginia. Thomas Drugs out of Thomas, West Virginia. Nice little Thomas druggist. And wee little town in West Virginia. We're gonna do a $30 start. This is a good one. Nice rare med. Thomas is very close to Oakland. Oh yeah. Nice little town too. Really good nightlife. They always have bands playing there and a couple nice little pubs. Good food. Nobody on the Thomas. We'll pull it. What else do I got back down here? Here's one. Here we have a Frank Miller's Crown dressing out of New York. Cool looking bottles. Frank Miller's Crown dressing out of New York. Gonna do an $8 start. Tony's at 8, starting the clock, need 9 or more. Nice little blown in mold dressing bottle. Always fun to dig. Oh yeah, strong embossing too on them. Usually when you dig them, they're so dirty you can't get them clean. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 9. He just beat you, Steve. Just got in right before you. Irish, you were just out on it. Well, a couple more bottles here, but here we go. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna run this, and if it don't go, I'm just gonna put it on eBay and see how it does, because nobody can figure out where this thing is from. I've been trying and trying, and it must be a rare bottle, but we're gonna go ahead and run it. Jameson's Pile Salve. Rolled lip. 1850s. Open panel. Jameson's Pile Salve. Nice and whittled. Beautiful bottle. Then, like I said, nobody's been able to pinpoint where this thing's from. So it's a tough bottle. Nobody, no diggers around here's ever seen one. So, I mean, the only thing I can figure, and this is just due to what we dig out of pawnal pits around here. Most of what we get is Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and occasionally some Philly stuff pawned. Wheeling's another one, but we already looked through everything. Wheeling, can't see where it came from. Wheeling. I'm saying it's Pittsburgh or Baltimore. We're gonna do a $75 start, and that's cheap for a rare pawned med. Numb your butthole. That's probably what it was. It was probably that hyena. They had a box of them. Of these? Or just random pawned meds? Oh, alright. That's still, I mean, that's not a bad deal, depending on what was in it. I mean, on eBay, if any of you get on eBay and look up a even scarce pawned med, it's gonna be on there for around $200. That's about the cheapest you're gonna pay for a scarce pawned med. Now, you're talking about a scarce or rare pawned Baltimore med, you're gonna pay a little more. Depending on where it's from, your price is gonna change. So if this is like a scarce Philly pawned med, $150. Pittsburgh, probably around the same. But Baltimore glass, it goes for a little more. Especially if it's colored. Yeah, open pawnal. I'll show you the pawnal again. Nice sharp open pawnal. And a nice rolled lip. And there's no damage on this thing. $75 start. Go ahead and pull it. So, you want to hear something crazy, guys? The guy that I dig with, he's been doing it for years and years and years. He's a private collector, so not really any of his stuff has ever been shown. So there's a select few people that know what he has, and he is extremely intelligent when it comes to bottles. This guy's dug some crazy stuff, but he told me a story. They got into a privy years ago, and it went 1850s in the bottom, and when they got to they didn't $75 start, Cindy. And when they got to the bottom, they didn't find any bottles getting down to the bottom. It was a 15-foot hole. Not one bottle come out until they got to that layer, that foot thick layer in the bottom. And they found a wooden crate. Actually, I think there was a few wooden crates, and they were full of the what, Feldstock or whatever, Feldstock, vermifuge or whatever. Yeah, Jameson's. Hold on, let me look at it again. Where the heck did I put it? Jameson's, spelled with 2 S's. Jameson's without an I. Yep. I think. Just 1 M. It could even just stand for James Sons. I don't know. I could have been looking it up wrong the whole time. Cindy's at 75. We're going to go ahead and run the clock. I don't think anybody's going to bid with her, but we'll run it. We do increments of 2 after 50, so 77 or more. That's a good bottle. I mean, you can't go wrong. If nobody that I am associated with at Dick's Privies has seen it, then it's a tough bottle. But anyway, back to that story. So at the bottom of that hole, there was these crates, and they had the found stocks vermifuge or whatever the heck it's called, open panel. They got 1,500 of them. 1,500. And they were still in the cases. Corks in them. He said they were the only thing that came out of the whole privy. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. He's been doing it for like 40 years, so that was back whenever, the privies were out there. Those loaded pits still ain't been dug yet. Yeah, nice pickup, Cindy. That's a good bottle. Good old hemorrhoid cream. Give me just a second, guys. That was 20. You guys want to see them Crocs? I guess I should probably ask his first. He's interested in some Crocs or what? None of them are stenciled, but they're all early. Who's interested in the Crocs? Oh yeah, names. The spelling of names. Any Philly sodas, beers, early inks. don't think right in front of me, Tony. Let me see here. Let me just check something real quick. Lassie, are you still in here? I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't think. I don't think Lassie's in here. 1 second, guys. Okay. Okay. All right, just had to check something real quick in the book there. All right, next bottle. I'm gonna put one of these back up so you guys can see this difference. Being somebody that frequently digs privies, I can, you know what I mean? When I see something different, I'm like, yeah, that's different. Right off the bat. So I'll show you these two warranted flasks. And that patina on them is actually rainbow, and light hits it. It looks hazy and gross right now, but it's got a real nice rainbow patina to it. So the flask on the left, that's your typical registered full pint aqua strap side. This one is different. The warranted full pint is written straight across the front, and you don't see that very often. Actually, like I said, we dug 2 of them together, and this is the first one I've ever seen with just the kind of plain warranted full pint. Nothing fancy about it. And it's got a strange top on it. Look how small it is. Real weird. Definitely different. But heck, we're gonna run them both. Run both them aqua flasks. We're gonna do for both of them, let's do a $8 start. $8 start on a pair of aqua strap sides. Probably around 1890s on these. I have a milk bottle with my last name on it. I thought that was pretty neat. Definitely a tough last name to find on a bottle. There's a Ponnold bottle, says Dr. Wellings on it too. But I can never seem to get it. They always go over like $500 when they're on the auctions. Go ahead and pull the flasks. And let me get over here and look around here. Yeah, let's run a blob. Here we have, says the E. Becker Brewing Company out of Lancaster, Ohio. Nice lady's leg blob top. Nice looking blob. The E. Becker Brewing Company out of Lancaster. Not Lancaster, PA either. Lancaster, Ohio. I'm gonna do a $8 start. $8 start on the Lancaster blob. $8 start. I will be having marbles very soon. Pause at 8. Starting the clock. Need 9 or more. Yeah, it's Baltimore loop. I'd say 90% of the blobs we dig over here on the East Coast are Baltimore loop. on lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Paul at 8. Paul at 8. All right, here we go. This is gonna be the last piece of glass of the night, and then I'm gonna put some Crocs up, guys, and like I said, I see how they do. Here we have a Davis vegetable painkiller. These are cool bottles because of that front panel. A lot of people find them interesting. I think they're neat. I always take them home. Davis vegetable painkiller. Cool looking bottle. We're gonna do a $4 start. Let's do a $4 start. $4 start on the Davis vegetable painkiller. Predates around 1890s to about 1905, somewhere in that period. Davis vegetable painkiller. Spud's at 4, starting the clock. Need 5 or more. Oh. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 4. Nice, nice. All right. Now, let me turn the light on here so you guys can see. I'll show you these Crocs. Can't even fit them all. So nice earlier Crocs. I mean, we got a salt glaze, we got some kind of, I'm guessing like a lead glaze on the left. Salt glaze, salt glaze, salt glaze. And then the one in the back that you can't see is also salt glazed, and they're early. I mean, a lot of these, like this one, see that real thin lip on it. Nice earlier salt glaze crock. Like I said, if anyone is interested in these, what do you guys think? Run them or not? They're small. I mean, a lot of these Crocs are my hand's bigger than it. So they're not super big, but just little canning Crocs. The one in the back is. We're gonna run them. Let's see what happens. Alright, we're gonna start off with the big one. I'd say this thing's a gallon, gallon and a half, 2 gallons, somewhere around there. Nice early. I'd say with the lip like that being real thin, I'd say it's probably 1870s, give or take. Make sure there's no stamp on it before I spit out a number. Yeah, I'd say 1870s, 1880s. Nice looking gray salt glaze. About a gallon, gallon and a half, somewhere around in there. We're gonna do a $15 start. $15 start on the salt glaze Crock. Nice early one. Irish is at 15. Well, if I can find the clock, we'll be good. Here we go. Need 16 or more. Somehow I got up, put my pen down, and lost it. There it is. Need 16 or more. I'm gonna run 2 of them tonight. How about that? That's what I'll do. I'll run 2 tonight, and then we'll slowly run them off as we go. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Irish at 15. Nice, man. It's a good pickup on an old jug like that. You go to an antique store, usually they're charging anywhere from $30 to $50 for an older jug like this. Not the bad at all. Alright, next one. Someone said they liked the one on the far right. How about we do the one in the background? I forgot about it. Let's do a jug. It's a cool looking jug too. There's some kind of like mineral water in it. It's a tall brown glaze. Nice looking jug. It's actually got a stopper in there that I pushed down in. Now I can't get it out. But nice brown glaze on it. Cool looking little jug. It's got one little glaze flake there. Other than that, it's a nice looking jug. I'm gonna do a $12 start. $12 start. I'd say it probably dates around 1890s, somewhere around in there. Nice handled jug. It's small too. It ain't. This may be able to go in with bottles. I think I can get that in with some bottles. It's a little heavy, but I can pack it good enough. $12 start. Irish is at 12. He's like, yeah, I'll take them Crocs. I'm running them cheap. I'm running them a lot cheaper than what they charge at the antique stores. Heck, I was even at a yard sale not long ago that had Crocs, and they wanted like dead retail for them. And I was like, crazy. Like something like this, they were asking like 30 bucks. It's more of a, to me, if it's not stenciled or you don't know exactly where it came from, it's more of a decorating piece for me. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say, Irish. They look great displayed. You can't beat a Crock display. No matter if it's stenciled, etched, it don't matter. They look good. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Irish at 12. All right. Little brown jug. All right, so that is gonna be it. Yeah, that's what they do. They look at everything. A lot of people look things up on eBay, and they'll see. They won't even go into. I don't know if anybody. I'm sure there's a lot of people on here familiar with how to look at sold prices on eBay. All you got to do is go to the sold listings. You know what I mean? If that's what it's selling for, that's what it's selling for. But if somebody's on there asking something for a piece, I mean, heck, I could ask $1 million for, you know, this blade right here. I mean, it's not worth $1 million. So they'll get on there and they'll see, oh, this person's asking this, so that's what it's worth. And that's how a lot of people get prices on stuff. Just misinformed. All right. I'll throw this up one more time. Give you one more shot at this. Let's come back in the case. Super early green paneled tall snuffer utility with the cooling crack in the neck. Like I said, it's probably a $500 plus bottle if it didn't have that cooling crack. And right there. All of them, they're not cracks. That stuff going around the neck, and they're not cracks. That's just pieces of glass that have been dripped on the bottle. You can see just big drip of glass going around it. And then that is the crack right there. No, I don't think it's straw. Just somehow when they applied that lip on, they must have dripped glass down it. Like it stands off the, you can see there, it stands up off the bottle. But do $100 start on it in the shape that it's in. And it's a good color. If it was mint, I had people pouncing on that daggone thing like crazy when I first dug it. All kinds of people trying to buy it. It's a very scarce color for a utility or tall snuff style bottle. Usually they're amber, olive green. They're usually a real dark color. This thing being the color that it is you don't really see it. Nice 1830s, 1840s. If anybody's interested, $100. Even with that little crack, it's a killer piece. Let's see here. Giveaways. We're on raffle. We're doing it. All right, we got 23 sold tonight. So we're going from 1 to 23. Let me get the extras in here. 22. Where the heck is it? There it is. All right. So doing 2 giveaways. I don't even know what they're gonna be. We're gonna give away. We're gonna give away this flask that I don't know anything about. Wathen's Distillers since 1788. Registered U.S. Patent Office. I'm guessing by the looks of it, it looks, what, 1920s maybe? That's going to be the first giveaway. And here we go. Came out right in my hand. 10. Number 10. And that is Spud. Spud gets it. Spud's so lucky. You gotta go buy some daggone scratch offs. You freaking win everything. And then second giveaway. What are we gonna give away? Oh, here we go. We're gonna give this thing away. So this came out of a pit that dated 20s to like 40s. 1920s to 1940s, somewhere around in there. But I thought this was cool. I don't know how old it is. The etching's super precise on it, so I'd say it's like 1940s. But it's a really cool piece. Some kind of laboratory beaker. Oh, you like that, Bobby? That's a good one. Did you see what it said? Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. It could be a little hookah, a little bong. Anyway, here's the embossing. It's hard to see. It says, oh, what's that say? EXAX? Exacts? I don't know. USA contains 100 milliliters. And then it's got some other 202020. I don't know. And then it's got a graduate, like a fill line right here. But really interesting little piece of chemist set something. But we're gonna go ahead and let me see if it glows. It does. It does glow. Huh. Anyways, we're gonna give it away. Here we go. Bunch stuck together there. Just pulling one up. And it is number 4. Number 4 gets it. And that was Paul. Paul gets it. Paul gets the strange chemist equipment. I'd like to see you tumble this. I want to see this sucker tumbled. Trust me, if it was mine to make the decision on, I'd be sending that to you to get tumbled. I mean, that's a really nice Ponald soda. I have to talk to Billy about it. It's Billy got pick on it, and he gave it to me to put in the auction, and I think it needs tumbled. I mean, yeah, oh yeah, it's got that. It's almost like a cornflower, real deep aqua. Yeah, it needs tumbled. Definitely needs tumbled. It's got real nice, strong embossing, but with that haze, you know, on the inside of the bottle, it's hard to see. Beautiful piece, though. Heck of a Privy Dug bottle. And here soon, we're going to be digging the house right next to where this came out. And Ponald pit, right in the middle of the yard. We already got it probed out. We know it's the Ponald pit because it's going to be exactly where the Ponald pit and the yards on each side of it were. So right in the middle, right mid-yard. Big Ponald pit, too. It's got to at least be 7 foot long. I'll talk to Billy and see what he says. I'll tell him that I think it's a really good idea for him to get it tumbled. Because, I mean, right now in this, with the haze on it, you know, it's not super attractive like that. You get that daggone haze off the inside of that thing, it's going to look crazy. But, all right. So, let's see here. Waffle. Back to the Waffle. We got the Baltimore Med, guys. We got the Baltimore Med up for Waffle. J. Irwin Smith and Company. Only $10 a spot. There's your open Ponald. And I mean, she's sharp. That sucker stands way up off the bottle. Real nice sharp open Ponald. Wonky lip. Wonky apply. Oh yeah, price definitely goes up when they're nice and clean. $10 a spot on the Baltimore Med. Like I said, it's like a $250 to $300 bottle. Only $10 a spot. Can't go wrong. There are 9 spots remaining on it. Only 9 spots remaining. One in 9. Alrighty. Let me see. Let me get the page up real quick, guys. I'm going to read down the list. All right, so here's what we got. We got numbers 5, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 19, and 20. Yep, $10 a piece. And for anybody that wants one and hasn't gotten a spot, all spots have to be paid for immediately, as soon as they're reserved. All right, let me see. So Irish was first. He wanted, so 1's taken, 9 isn't. 1's taken, Irish, but 9 is open. I'm gonna give you 9. And then what's your second? What do you want for your second number since 1's taken? You have 5, 8, 10, 15, 16, 17, 4's taken as well. 17, 19, and 20. 5's open though. You want 5? 5 works. So then Tony wants 2 and 7. They're taken, so you want, then you said 5 and 15. 5's taken now, 15 and 17. All right. Tony wants 15 and 17. Yep, both open. So we are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots remaining. 5 spots remaining on the Baltimore Med. It's getting close. Only 5 spots. All right. Is that everything, guys? No more spots? I want to, don't get me wrong, I want to give everybody a chance at this, but like I said before, I really want to get it verified. I want to get an age on it because, like we were talking about in previous auction, some of these sites over here they're finding on the East Coast date back to the Ice Age. And if it's anything that old, it could be super significant, especially to my area. I know they're, like I said before, they're working 2 sites real close to where I live, maybe like a 15-20 minute drive, and we have the property that sits right in between them. We have permission to look, and Billy went over once and looked around, but we're not Native American hunters, that's for sure. We're definitely not real schooled on the artifact hunting, but just like bottles, you got to learn somewhere. So we're gonna get out there and eventually try to get into that, because I mean, right now we're not gonna be able to do it. We're not gonna be able to do anything like that when it's hot out, summertime. Everything's gonna be growing up, and you're not gonna be able to see anything. It does. The permission is right on the river. There's fields and river, decent sized river runs through, and like I said before, it's right on a Native American trade route. So you're talking all kinds of stuff. I had a guy tell me that he went into one of the fields, got permission to go into one of the fields once, and he said that he stood in one spot and he could spin around in a circle and pick up 1,000 pieces of flint chips. He said it's just insane. So when we do get down there and we do get sifting, I'm almost 150% sure we're gonna find arrowheads, and we're gonna find, you know, different Native American stuff. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it, guys. Everybody that paid. Irish, appreciate it. But I've already found on the bank of the river a really, really cool grinding stone that has more than one grinding spot on it. And then what else did I find? A bunch of Native American beads. A ton of Native American beads. And I still have all of them. I probably have over 100 of them. We get some quartz here. We get some quartz here, but I don't think we have a ton, and I'm not 100% sure if our quartz are like gem quality. You know what I mean? I've seen some people pull them where you can see right through them. Unbelievable. And then other quartz arrowheads I've seen are cloudy quartz, and don't get me wrong, either one of them look good. Yeah, jasper. And one of the things that I'd been told was we don't have jasper here. So jasper is not native to us. So this would have been brought probably from a good ways away and been some type of gift. Or, I don't know, maybe they just brought jasper. Yeah, probably a trade, most likely. Really nice looking piece. It's really big. I mean, no, a Warner's safe cure cannot be pawned. I think the earliest variation of a Warner's dates back to the early 1880s. They could date back to the late 1870s. I'm not 100% sure, but your oldest Warner's is your diabetes cure and your bitters. Your Warner's safe bitters and your Warner's safe diabetes cure. I think that's your two older when it comes to the Warner's. See, we have black flint here. We have a lot of black flint here. And that's normally what you find. If you find an arrowhead, 90% of the time that's what it is. I don't know what that would be, Matt. As far as I know, the safe cure, I think they can only go back to the 80s. Just the regular safe. Yeah, Tennessee's got some nice colored stuff. Alabama, some of the stuff that I see down that way coming out of the streams. Beautiful, beautiful points. But, alright guys, that's going to be it. I gotta get up super early for work. I could probably sit here and talk all night about stuff, but that's going to be it for me. I'm done for tonight. Appreciate everybody coming out. And like I said before, I'm going on vacation. I think we're leaving early Monday morning, possibly. Or Sunday night. I don't know. Probably early Monday morning. So I will try to have an auction next weekend. It may be on a Friday or a Saturday. instead of Sunday, because we're going to have to pack Sunday. I will let everybody know Friday. Be looking for an auction post Friday. If you don't see one, then I'm going to take a break this week from auctions. But like I said before, appreciate everybody coming out. And that's going to be it, guys. Peace.